Thank you. I thought I would make up a little bit of our sunset flutes. Last night we were supposed to have sunset flutes, but the weather had kind of acted up, and that's kind of a little taste of what you would see or hear is a lot of meditation, a lot of meditative chanting, drums, and very light, and that's kind of what we do on the sunsets. And of course I thought I'd kind of make up a little bit of the sunset flutes and show you what we do during that time. I'd like to welcome everybody here. It's a lovely day. It looks like it will cool down, and I thought we were going to really be getting hot out here on the floor, but it looks like the weather might be very much cool. So my name is Chasing Wind, and I come from the Navajo Nation. My father is part of the Isleta Pueblo too, and I was raised more on the Navajo Nation with my grandparents, my grandfather, my grandmother, and my elders. They taught me well. Otherwise I would be scared to be up here to yap away at you and try to educate you with what I've also been taught. And it gives me great pleasure and blessings to be able to do this and to take some time. When you're blessed, I think you're supposed to take some time for the people and to share what you have been blessed with, and this has certainly been one of mine. I'd like to sing a little Navajo welcome song to begin our dances. Hey, young, hey, young, yana, yo, 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 yana, yo, ya, hey, yana, yana, yo, 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 yo. yo ya hey ya na yo ya na yo ya na yo ya hey ya na sho aski sho ate ne ke ya ne zat ne de ne chena ho ye ne de kon ni han ya ho Kone hane ya ho ya hey yang a sho aski sho at ne ke ya ne zat ne de ne chena ho ye ne de kone hane ya ho kone hane ya ho ya hey yang a ya na ya wo ya wo ya wo ya wo ya wo ya na ya ya hey yang ya na ya wa ya wa ya wa ya wa ya wa ya na ya ya hey yang hey yang. Thank you and welcome. We're going to be doing dances that are from the powwows, and sometimes we'll do our traditional Navajo cultural dances, and then we also do other dances that have influenced our families. And like I said, it is part of the blessings that we have, and it's made us happy, and it's made us feel fulfilled and proud of being Native American, you know. And so we do these dances so that you also can enjoy and be moved by it. And so you're certainly welcome to take pictures of the dances that we have here. The young people that dance here, you know, they're very much into you as our honored guests and visitors. You know, they've saved all their summer days for you, you know, and about in a week now, you know, some of them will be going back to school and getting ready to get back into school. So we certainly wish them well, but they've done so well for you as a host and hosting with their cultures, and a very commendable thing to do. You know, sometimes it is hard to dance under the hot sun or the windy weather or sometimes the light rain, but they've made it through and they've done such a wonderful job. And of course, if you think so, you're sure welcome to show them your appreciation and support there in the basket, and let them know how wonderful they're doing. Our first dance we're going to do an honor dance to honor our grandfathers as well as all veterans who may be here. Some of them are out and still continuing to serve for their countries. You know, keeping peace around the world has become more and more challenging. You know, at one time, you know, I'm sure there was a very peaceful earth, and you know, we all strive to have that peace and go and travel around our Mother Earth and feel free and feel that security that things will be well, and our prayers go out to those who try to keep the peace. And so with this in mind, we'd like to do and honor all people who vote to have peace here upon the earth. And so this is a dance to honor that we should have a peaceful life, and we should strive for a peaceful earth. Way yo, hi yo, hey yo, hey, way yo, hi yo, way yo, hey, way yo, ya, hey yo, way yo, hey, hey, hey yo. And of course, the drum very peacefully played and very light heartbeat and ending with a very soft note encourages, you know, that these are not drums of war, but drums of peace. And our people have been very peaceful for a long time, you know, and our people would live off the earth and believe that everything around them brought them some kind of healing and some kind of balance and power to have a good health, and we all pray for that here as we dance today. We're going to do some dances that are most definitely very fun to watch at powwows. You know, if you haven't been to a powwow, you'll certainly see a little bit of what are danced there at powwows between the men and the women. You know, and you know, it's a really exciting time to go to a powwow. You know, a lot of tribes, they do their own hosting of powwows, and powwows is where you will discover many different tribes coming together to enjoy each other's company and to share each other's culture. We all discover there are very unique differences and uniqueness to each tribe, and at the same time there are also a very much you know, a lot of similarities. Our next dance we're going to do is called the Fancy Shawl Dance. And this particular dance is most definitely a beautiful dance to see, especially when you see 200 to 300 young ladies in their fancy outfits and fancy shawls as they twirl and dance out there. You know, they certainly look like dancing butterflies. And so this particular dance resembles the butterflies as they flutter into the air and dance in the clouds. This is the Fancy Shawl Dance. Enjoy!
I'm sorry, I mean.
Thank you, and that was the Fancy Shawl Dancing. It's a beautiful dance, and if you can just imagine a lot of those kind of dancers out on the dance floor twirling and
You got your spot
expressing their own expression out there and their own color, their own design, their own beautiful beadwork. It's definitely a sight to see. So that was the Fancy Shawl Dance. And so remember, if you ever go to a powwow, that these shawls, we call them fancy shawl, and what they stand for.
What do they stand for?
You want part of the extension?
No.
Next, we're going to have a dance done by the young men. This young man will explain how grass dances are done. Grass dancers were always one of those that are expressive. As they would dance, they would flatten the grass, and they would make way for a circle to appear upon the earth, where the people will come in for the next 4 days in a grand entry procession. All the elders, the tiny tots, the adult categories, they would all come in. You know, the traditional powwows, I like them better because, you know, it doesn't have any edge of competition and prize money that make people fiercely compete. Although that's a drive in today's world, the competition. But in the olden days, the traditional powwows, they were strictly just to enjoy dancing and just to be with one another and to bring family unity into the dance grounds and friendship. And so that's why we're here to try to represent is the traditional powwows. So this is the grass dance. Enjoy. Thank you, the grass dance for you. Beautiful dancing. And again, you know, no outfits out at the powwows are alike because these particular regalias they wear are specifically defines that person. Their colors, their choice of colors, maybe certain designs that are specific for them, specific from their ceremonies or their tribes. So you get to you know, find a lot of intrigue in the dance wear that they have. You know, never call them costumes though. Costumes are worn during Halloween. We like them too. But, you know, these are called regalias, and so we certainly want you to be educated if you do get to a powwow and you want to commend someone or just compliment someone. You can always tell them that these are regalias or outfits or traditional wear other than, you know, costumes. The next outfit is a nice and unique one too. And this particular one has been influenced to us from the northern part of the States or even the southern part of Ontario, Canada, from Morrison, Ontario, the Lake of the Woods area by the Ojibwe people. And in my life of travels, I made a best friend. He was from that tribe and went and visited them and we became friends and family. And they gave us a dress to the women folk, and today we continue to honor their style of dancing and their beautiful regalia. This is called the jingle dress dance. It is believed that when the dancer comes out onto the dance stage, that she represents a female rain as it will sprinkle across the land, moving about the dance ground as the rain would move around the earth, moistening the seeds. This is the jingle dress dance. Enjoy. Jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-o, hey-o. We got such bay-o, jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-o, hey-o. We got such bay-o, we got such bay-o. Ah, jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-hey-hey-o. We got such bay-o, jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-o, hey-o. We got such bay-o, we got such bay-o. Ah, jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-o, hey-o. We got such bay-o, jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-o, hey-o. We got such bay-o, we got such bay-o. Ah, jingling, shook, shook, bay-o, hey-hey-hey-hey-o. Thank you, and that was the jingle dress dance, and before you know it, we're going to have the hoop dancer coming out. He's getting ready. We end with the hoop dancing. Hoop dancing seems to always be remembered, and ooh and ah, the people, He uses about 20 something hoops, and he uses them to create some of the wonderful shapes that surround us each day. And so we'll tell you more about the hoop dance here soon. But I'd like to ask all the dancers to come out and dance together and show you all the different style of outfits all at once, and maybe give you some great photos. We had a grass dancer, and then we had a fancy shawl dancer, and then we had a jingle dress dancer. And so as they come out, I'd like to show you that, we sing songs that are from long ago, and then we sing songs that are very much inspired by today. And you might be able to understand what I'm singing about here. Just to show you, this is one of our Tiny Tot songs. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto, they all work at Disneyland, 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 hey, y'all, hey, y'all. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto too, they're all movie stars at Disneyland, hey, 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 yo. Way, hey, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto too, they're all movie stars at Disneyland. Hey, 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 Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto too, hey, 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 they all work at Disneyland, 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 Disneyland. Hey, hey, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto too, they're all movie stars at Disneyland. Hey, 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 yo. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto too, they're all movie stars at Disneyland. Hey, 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 yo. Just for fun. Maybe we connected with your inner child, huh? It is said that you have an inner child that never grows old. The medicine man, when they sing to you, they sing to that inner child. Sometimes our heads, they wander off too much and think too much, and sometimes too negative. But when you listen from within, and when you feel it's moving you, that means your inner child is listening and is willing to heal. The medicine man says we can feed you all the medicinal plants, and we can sing all the sacred songs and prayers for you. But if your inner child is not moving and not willing to listen, healing won't take place. And so it's always good to listen from within, let it move you. And so that was a little song just to demonstrate how much our songs have changed even through the times. Keeping the traditional sound, and as well as carrying on into this modern day. Are they coming up? It's hard to communicate from between these walls, but I had told Jiraiya to have all of you come back out. And these are the styles that we shared with you that are powwow dancers, and they'd like to do one more dance for you all together. Sometimes they call an intertribal, where they call all the tribes together, and even visitors such as yourself can go and try a few steps. This is a little intertribal for you. Hey, ha ya hey ya way ya hey ya hey ya way ya hey ya way hey ya way ya ya way ya hey ya way ya All the dancers. Fancy shawl, the jingle, and the grass dancer. Now we're going to come to the popular dance, which we call the hoop dance. And the hoop dance is always one of the popular ones with our young kids that we teach in school. Love to learn. And Garrick here is a great hoop dance teacher. And he will share with you what he's learned up to this point. You know, he's been dancing for, since 8 years old, and he's now about 25. He doesn't do it to compete. A lot of the hoop dancers like to compete with their hoop dancing, but we dance to completely just enjoy our time with you, our honored guests. We do the hoop dancing because we enjoy doing it for you. And so there's many opportunities that we could have gone to compete with our hoop dancing, but we choose not to because we feel that it's more rewarding when you use your energy and your special dances to someone to make them happy. The rewards are greater than competing for money. And so we certainly enjoy doing this for you. And again, for some of you who've just arrived, we're doing our last dance. You haven't missed all of it. We are doing another show at 2:15 if you'd like to see the beginning. The Eagle Dance will be performed during that time. And so throughout the dance, you will see many shapes come to be. You'll probably recognize them, or else use your imagination. From the flying things to the swimming things to the beautiful flowers to the earth's surface, all that is going to be shown here in the hoops. Don't forget to clap and keep him energized when you like what you see. And of course the baskets are there for you to say thank you to him for awesome job. Let's give him a good round of applause, huh? Yana,